We are live. Yeah, we are. Okay. First and foremost, let me okay. Okay. Like wait. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let me make sure everything is proper. Okay. Let me start sharing this bad boy real quick. Okay. So I think we're live. I think we are, and my food is on the way, so we may take a break and I may pick up my food. On. Okay. So what up, y'all? How's everybody doing? I'm M.V.K here back again. Yeah, still here. Gearing up. I'm in the process of a move, guys, and things are moving a little slowly, but moving pretty good. I'm packing up a lot of stuff. Things are getting packed. I was a lot of stuff all day today. I was cleaning out a room. I was doing this. I had to clean up some stuff, and when I was cleaning out, I found my mother's old jacket. As you can see, what I'm wearing right now. This jacket belonged to my mom, and I put it on to see if it fits, and it's like, yo, it's mom's jacket. So yeah, I'm here to pretty much yeah. So just let people come in and everything like that. I got food coming, so and stuff like that. So yeah, but it's been a little crazy, but yeah. Uh, yeah, I think it does. You know, it belonged to my mother, so it's pretty cool. We get back. Look, it's in the back. It's in the back. So yeah. Did y'all see it? I don't think y'all saw it. But yeah, belong to my mom. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah. Anyway, guys, if you see me looking at my phone, guys, I got food coming. So yeah, that's what I'll keep looking at. Um, but in the meantime, I'll just wait till when people come in, and that's about it. Things like that. Let me pop up on. I'd rather put the pop up on than anything. All right. So just hold off, guys, for a while. We're just gonna wait to see, more people come in. In the meantime, real quick. Let's check my order. Okay. Okay, let's see what's going on. Yeah, Ty, you're kind of early. Just waiting for people to uh come in. So yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Let's turn it down. Turn that. Turn down the light. Okay. Like bright light. Bright light. Bright light. Okay. Okay. Mm, mm, mm. Let's see. Still looking. Oh wow. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, let's see. Let's go. Um, hmm. Nothing quite yet, really. Okay. Well, in the meantime, until all right. I'll answer that question. So who should be Batman now that Affleck is officially out? Um, that's a good question. Who should be Batman? Oh man, that's tough. I don't know. I really don't know. I didn't hate Affleck as Batman. I really didn't. He come with Batman that I've been wanting to see for a long time, and actually see him as almost a true martial artist. That I don't care what you say about Batman v Superman, but that the rescuing Martha that played right out of Arkham Asylum. I'm like, he was moved, cameras were out, so you could see what he was doing. I love that, you know. But if I'm to say anybody, I don't know. Like, there's a part of me that wants to say Carl Urban, for some reason, because I do think Carl Urban got it in him to be Batman. I mean, he does a hell of a job as Judge Dredd, and I hope he is casted returns as that character for the TV series that's coming. Um, there's I would not mind Tia a newcomer hungry, but more likely Warner Brothers is going to go with a big name, somebody who can carry that carry the name and carry the legacy. The one thing that Matt Reeves wants to do, from what I hear, is he wants it to be more active movie, so it really plays off his World's Greatest Detective. I'm cool with that. I have no problem with that either. Like, if he wants to go that route, great, good. I'll take it. In all of the Batman movies that we see, we have never really seen a true detective. Um, we haven't, so I'm cool with that. Um, I have hair. Yeah, I have hair. Yeah, yeah, I got hair. Um, I wear beanies a lot. That's the problem. I just wear beanies or hats. And if I don't have a Caesar or I shave my hair off, usually I'm going rocking my mohawk. I'll probably be rocking. I usually rock my mohawk in the summertime. I don't rock it in well, that's foreign to use Floridians. I guess that's what I could call you. Speaking of food, I eat my hot wings until one only the bone is left. Good. That's crazy. Uh, DVZ says call Urban done. I would just say, yeah. Um, let's see. Gonna keep waiting so some more people come in. What the fuck? Hold on. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Damn, what the hell? Okay. Trying to position this. There you go. Download. That's better. Dim it a little bit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. People who like snakes and reptiles. You're probably not the only person that likes snakes and reptiles. I don't mind snakes and I like reptiles. So the only one. So you're not the only one, Marin. That's you shouldn't say that. Um, indeed. Hold on. Man, what the hell? Oh, my kid two channel has 3 subscribers. Yeah, that's cool. Good. Keep them coming. That's the place where I put other reactions and stuff. So it's going to be like a reaction channel. So it's all reaction channel. So can hear people. Let's see. Hello there, Thor Odinson. Hi, Thor. Um, how are you? Read your book. I read your last issue. Really good. I've been enjoying. Glad to see you back. Things like that. Uh, I know you're not Thor, but it's funny to play along like that. I got a couple of people who are subscribed to accounts that are named after fictional heroes. I got Eli Bradley. I got you. I have. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back, guys. My food is away, so hold on. I'll be right back. Hello. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to wait for the delivery guy. Um, for that. Um, Sorry about that, guys. All right. Oh, damn it, my phone. Shit, I'm trying to break my phone. All right. What's going on? Hey, Nathan. Um, so what's up? Okay, Thor Odinson asks me. So, what did I think of Young Justice Part One finale? Um, Spoiling too much because I am still going to do a thought on it. I still have to upload my thoughts on that video. But I enjoyed it. Very interesting. Especially the birth of Cyborg. Wow, they went deep. That if that didn't give you any kind of clue that this is not on Cartoon Network, that one sure did. Uh, and yeah, they went deep with that Cyborg. I was like, when the explosion happened, they showed his body. I was like, damn, like they showing all this. Very interesting that they what they did. They wrapped up, I guess you could say, the first story arc that was the main story series of the was the whole trying to find Terra, and we did. There was a lot of cameos from other characters. Harper Row was in it. We saw um, Cisco, Ramon, we people like that. We saw these, but yeah, with Cyborg, that was amazing and sick at the same time. I was like, yeah, that episode. This is not Cartoon Network anymore. And if anybody wasn't, it was fine. I do like the fact that we got more of why Beast Boy was an actor, why he was doing that, to feel more closer to his mother. I was like, okay, I can understand that very much. Um, I just wish it wasn't the same actor voicing Beast Boy. I really wish the one who's done Teen Titans. I wish it wasn't him. And did they have to put in that homage to Teen Titans Go in there? Crap, that pissed me off. I was like, really? Sorry. Um, and then at the end, when they got Terra back, oh my god, makes me the Woodsman and his team makes me want to know how good are they going to do with probably arguably one of the and greatest Teen Titans stories ever, the Judas Contract. Because in my opinion, nobody, no Titan show or movie has adapted that story arc to its fullest. And I'm even including that the movie that came out. It didn't do it justice in my opinion. So let's see how this one does it. But I'll go into more detail later on. Mm. Let's see. Cody Rhodes' production becomes competition for WWE because it's forcing WWE to get back. Um, I I wish I hope them nothing but the best, but it's too early to go into like, oh, it's great, blah 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 blah. We just recently heard that recently two more people have asked for their release of creative differences. Dean Ambrose is leaving. He's at the end of WrestleMania. He's going. He's not. He did not renew his contract. They were giving him a raise. He's not going to do it. And most of it comes from creative. Hideo Itami has asked for his release and been granted his release. And I wasn't surprised at that one because Hideo, he's just been injury prone. Like he got injured too much, and I was just talking to this guy, him saying like, well, he couldn't adapt to the WWE style. That's that's not the case. If that was the case, then any other Japanese star like Asuka, aka Kana, Shinsuke Nakamura, Kairi Sane, Hirai, you know, all those people wouldn't have be able to adapt either, but they seem to be doing pretty well. And then pretty much he came back with, well, they all got gimmick. And I'm like, what's Hero's Shirai's gimmick? What's her gimmick? He hasn't responded yet. She doesn't have a gimmick. That's just who she is. So yeah, it's sad, but everybody's like, oh well, they're going to AEW. No, they're not. They still have 90 days. No, they can't wrestle for 90 days. And more importantly, I think with Hill, he's going back to Japan. That's it. Darth Primus, what's up? Um, so yeah, that's just about it. I just talked about that. I don't think he's going. I don't think he's going to AEW. I think he just wants to just rest. You know, maybe pull a little bit of a CM Punk. I don't know. I just personally, that's what I think. I just think he's a little burnt out, more creative wise. He doesn't like the hokey stuff. That's what a lot of close people that's attached to Dean have said. Like, and his character is hokey and stupid. Mm, mm. Did I see? Did I what? Did I see the tweet that Anthony Daniels posted regarding his role as CP3? No, I didn't. What happened? What is he retiring? Is he retiring? Let me know. Um, all favorite Megatron moment in Transformers Prime. Hmm. Never thought about that. Never thought about a moment. I got. Hmm. That's a good question. I don't. Most of my moments come from RC. So um, Let me see. I think he was thankful about playing. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. I mean, that's cool. I thought he was retiring as the character, but that's cool. I like hearing things like that. I like hearing stuff like that. You know, actors who played a character for years, and they're very thankful for it. I like hearing stuff. Um, Mandalore. Hey, how's it going? Because have you heard anything new? The TV show? Oh, not really. I haven't been keeping up on that TV show at all. Really, to be honest with you, I haven't. Um, with the Star Wars stuff, I haven't really kept up on because it's like I think we're I think Disney is kind of a little overboard with Star Wars. People getting a little burnt out on Star Wars. You know, too many of them coming out too soon, too fast. You don't have enough time to digest what happened here, and stuff like that. Um, where are you? I'm still in New York, so there's nothing wrong with that. Um, okay, now we're getting people in. All right, now people are coming in. Mm, 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 mm. Let's see what else we got here. Did you see the preview of Birds of Prey with Harley? Yeah, I saw it. Um, I saw it. I'm not impressed. I don't know what I saw. Um, my friend, my good bro, ZPZ said it looked like a Hot Topic commercial, and he was right. I thought it was a commercial. I didn't even know what it was until I saw Margot Robbie. I'm like, and then I saw um, girls playing Huntress. I'm like, that's supposed to be Huntress, and Black Canary looked like she's singing. I'm like, oh, they pulling from that comic where she's a singer, and I'm like, no. I got a little glimpse of Renee Montoya, Rosie Perez, and uh, um, and Ewan McGregor as Black Mask. I'm still like, I don't know. They sure rushed this movie and the Flash and everything like that. It's like, man, I'm not too high on this movie, not especially that Harley's on it. I'm like, Birds of Prey. Tell me where it screams Harley. It would have been different if it was the Gotham Sirens. Then I would have been okay with it. I'm like, okay, yeah, but it ain't. It's the Birds of Prey. And I'm like, no, no, thank you. The moves is really still steady going. Like a lot of my stuff is packed. Um, a lot of my stuff is packed. There's several things I'm looking at as my comic book. But it's heavy, and we've got an extension, a little bit of an extension now. And then we kind of procrastinate a little bit, and we procrastinate a lot. So we've got a little extension on it. But yeah, it's going as well as it could be. Okay. Hold on. Got a lot of people coming in now. All right, let's see. Um, what do you think makes kaiju so fascinating? What do I think make kaiju so? Everybody likes big monsters. Like that's it. That's basically it. Um, Donald J. Trump. I know it's ain't him. So, and if it was, I'd be cursing at you right now, but I ain't. So, we gonna keep it kind of clean here. Are you from Mount Vernon near Yonkers, New York, or Mount Vernon, VA, New York, in YO? Yes, that's where I'm from. That's where I. Yes, there are when a lot of, and that's not really like stupid to ask because a lot of people get it twisted. They think I'm from Mount Vernon, VA. There was one time somebody thought I was from Mount Vernon in Illinois, and there was one time somebody thought I was from Mount Vernon in Washington State. Um, Thor Odinson asks, "Did you read Young Justice #1?" Yes, I did. I actually put my review up. Go check and go check out Real Manos' review too. He put it up too. Um, we've been kind of going back and forth with uh, reviews, and I'm grateful that a lot of people have come out and said thank you, or it's good to see you doing this again. Comic reviews, we kind of missed that. Yeah, I missed it too. But yeah, anyway, I did. Ben has always been a pretty decent writer when it comes to young heroes. I have no problem with him in terms of, but I've always said this, and I like when he starts taking on too much work, he gets writer's block and he starts rehashing almost the same story book that he's doing it. And I was hoping that he wouldn't take on a lot of titles in his work in DC, but sad to say, he's once again fallen into what happened with Marvel. He's taken on way too much work. He's got a lot of he's got to create her own titles like Pearl, which is really good. I'm reading that. He brought back Scarlet, his series Scarlet. He's doing Young Justice. He's doing all Superman. I've stopped reading his Superman because I just can't take that no more. And he just recently brought out Naomi, which I haven't read yet. I'm gonna read it, but I just haven't read it. He's co-writing that because I think a lot of people keep forgetting he co-writes that with David Walker, a writer that I have met, and so he's writing that too. So yeah, he's taking on a lot of work now. But in terms of did I like it? It was a good start. Nothing out of the ordinary. It basically was us just getting to know. But I've been a fan of Young Justice with Peevich run because he created the team. So I was always a fan. I'm glad to see Cassie Sandsmart, Wonder Girl, almost her classic look. So, and Tim, my favorite Robin, and Connor back. So interesting to see two Superboys in the DC universe, which I don't mind. You got Connor and Jonathan, who are basically brothers, so no problem with it. Real man, I'll see what I tell you. Hey, I'm waiting on the full Birds of Prey. Yeah, I am too. It's just that what they showed, that teaser did nothing for me. I was just like, I was sitting there drinking a hot cocoa, and I'm just like, okay, uh, you know, give me something more. I'm sorry, I'm eating on camera, but I'm eating. Sorry. Dawson K. Must be a new pack member. Did I even say how's my pack doing out there? I forgot to even say that. And I apologize. But anyway, what is your astrological zodiac sign? I'm an Aries. I don't really into my zodiac sign and everything like that. What are your thoughts on Agents of Shield trailer? Um, will this lead into the Secret Invasion? I saw the trailer. It's claiming he's dead again, but we saw at the end he's alive. I guess he has amnesia. Um, it looks okay. It looks pretty good. It's just, Agents of Shield. It just bothers me that what bothers me because it's like we may never see these characters really integrate into the MCU because of the infighting with the TV and movie side of Marvel. That's why I keep saying, like, just have both under one person. And personally, I say give it to Feige, but it looked okay. They're going more for that darker look, and it's okay. I don't think it'll lead into the Secret Invasion because I think it's supposed to take place during the. So yeah, um, yes, I'm not too excited about Harley being a focus for. Yeah, I'm just saying, man. It's just that right there. Just it's like, why would they put? I just like look. If I'm gonna say anything good about the Suicide Squad movie, Robbie's role portrayal as Harley was probably the best, including over Will Smith as Floyd Lawton, aka Deadshot. Other than that, everything else was just like to me. But she was pretty damn good as Harley. First person to actually play her live action, I believe. Yeah, it was pretty good. But now you're gonna basically make her on the Birds of Prey, or she assembles the Birds of Prey. I'm like, no, that ain't working. It's reminding me that that god awful TV show to be on WB. God. And Harley was in that. She was the main villain. I feel that Harley is to attract more people. Yeah, and also, Harley's becoming the Deadpool of the DC. Like she's everywhere now, and that's not a good thing either, because you're overexposing her. That's not. Um, have you ever read any Star Wars novels? I read one. I can't remember the title of it, but I do one of them. Indeed. Uh, what's up, Chris? Hey, AJ. Uh, thanks for the shout out. Anytime. Let's see. Oh yeah, for like comic. Real Man also has a comic. I haven't read it yet, but I'm going to read it. So ask him about it. I'm not going to ask him about it. He'll let you know as well. David Walker is great. Yeah. The first comic I read from Walker was his Shaft comic for Dynamite. Oh my God, those were really good. And I remember meeting him. I met him twice at New York Comic Con 2017 and the New York Comic Con that passed last year. I guess you could say last year now, but I had him there. I had him sign a lot of my stuff from his Luke Cage that he wrote. It was short lived, but I enjoyed it for what it was. It was great to see him comic again. He did 2 Shaft series. But yeah, man, and he's a very good. Him teaming up with Bendis is good. I mean, maybe it'll help him. It'll help Bendis. He doesn't have to think he has to do everything for Naomi. Um, So you got a good writer with you. Uh, so yeah. Um, I'm a little kind of confused about this Wonder Comics. Like, okay, it's DC, but it's in the same universe as the regular DC universe. So why are you calling it Wonder Comics? And the only books that got me interested when I looked at those is the Naomi. I could care less about the Wonder Twins. I could care less. I'm sorry. I've never been a big fan of them. Um, Never have. It's like you got two twins. One can change the animals. Well, I already seen that. I just give me Beast Boy. And all the other one can do is turn into water. And I'm like, okay, what else can you do? And Dial H. I think that's the other one. I didn't like it when they first brought it back. I didn't care for it now. I'm sorry. I just don't. Do you ever listen to audiobooks? Not really. I rather read. And sometimes I rather read stuff. Haven't listened to an audiobook in years. I think I'm missing questions. I think I did. Aha, I did. AJ is me. What are your thoughts on the Royal Rumble? Thought it was good, but too long. Well, AJ, the big of the WWE in terms of Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Survivor Series, and SummerSlam, they're always going to be 4 hours. So, um, it was good. I enjoyed it. Most of the people that won, I predicted to win. Glad my girl Asuka kept the title from my girl Becky. And I thought Becky would win the female Rumble. I predicted. I said that you know. I was 50-50 with because there were a couple of people I was rooting for. It was Samoa Joe. I wanted. You know, the ones didn't want Braun. I was like, nah, no more Braun. The only match I say I was disappointed in was the Finn and Brock match. I felt robbed a little bit because I know that could have went a lot longer. They could have had a little bit more time with that. It bothers me that you have Finn work Brock's stomach over like he did, then goes up top and does his signature grass, a move that literally you jumping on somebody, basically hyper stomping someone's stomach, and all of a sudden Brock and gets into the Kimura lock, and I'm just like, no. And then I thought on Raw, don't come out and be like, you know what, I lost, blah 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 blah. I lost as Finn, but I didn't lose. But there's someone else that was Brock, because a lot of people thought he was gonna be the Demon, and I really want him to be the Demon there. The Demon is not lost. He lost once, and that was to Samoa Joe. So, but now they seem to be going with. It seems like they're going to start between him and Bobby Lashley, and I'm hoping it's for the title and I'm hoping Finn gets that title too. Finn is just too good to not have some more gold on the main roster. It's not. It's travesty in my opinion. It really is. Manos, he got bored of writing every Marvel title and decided to write every It kind of feels that way, man. It's like Bendis. There were characters that I may have wanted to see Bendis touch in Marvel, but he never touched. And that sounds very nasty. Well, you know what I mean, right? But you know, he just, I don't know. To me, he just got overworked. To me, it also he got right. He was just doing too much, They shouldn't have ended the Defenders. They should have had somebody else take over that book. That would have been great. They shouldn't have Jessica Drew. I mean, Jessica Jones, excuse me. I would have loved to see hell. They could have gave that book to Gail Simone. Oh my God, Gail. I would have loved to see Gail write. I would have loved to see Gail write Jessica Jones. I would have loved to see Gail write the Defenders, because though there were characters that four-man team that she wants to write. One of them is Iron Fist. Gail, if you talk to Gail on Twitter, she will talk back with you. I consider her a good friend. Gail has told me plenty of times in person she loved to write Iron Fist. I was shocked when she said that. And she got the chance to write another character she wanted to write. She got to write Spider-Man in her Domino run, in her Domino title. She got to write him. I would love to see Gail write Spidey too. But guys, when anything comes to Gail, I'm a loyalist. So I'm just saying. Who do you think is more messed up mentally, Batman or Daredevil? Oh, Batman, of course. Batman. Batman, instantly. All right. I think that's okay. Gyro lamb. Do you eat gyros? I'm messing with you. Um, have you ever taken a personality test? And if you have, what is your personality type? I've taken one a long time ago. I haven't done one recently. I can't remember what it was. Maybe I'll take another one later. Young Justice #1 acted like the New 52 never happened. Yeah, you said that in your review at that, but it kind of did. I think Bendis needs to work on Jenny. I don't know who wrote. I think Bendis Jenny Hex a little better. I understand she's a cowgirl, and she's, I guess, from Texas, or rural Texas, I guess. But I understand knows the law. So come on. That was a little lazy writing with that one. Pulled her over and saw the gun in the back of her seat, thing like that, which is a good thing. Yeah, kind of a good thing. It is a good thing about, there's some things about the New 52 that were good, and there's some things about it that were terrible. Terrible. What I say what was good was Tom Taylor's Earth 2, until other people could over. You have some great writers that took it over, but they tried, but it was not Tom Taylor anymore. I like what they did with Aquaman. I like what they did with Green Arrow. Green Arrow had a big turnaround, but it is what it is. Some people didn't like, um, Wonder Woman's new route. Her being a demigoddess and being the daughter of Zeus. Things like that. And some people really hated what Brian Azzarello, Brian Azzarello did with the Amazons. And in respect, I've been telling people Brian Azzarello's portrayal of the Amazons, especially what they were before, was not as wrong. He was showcasing what the depiction of them in a lot of Greek, and when they talk about the Amazons, about these warrior women, and the way they had it in many novels was of these myths that these warrior women would come to a village or wherever they were, raid it, like Vikings raid it, but there were also times where they would come and literally have sex with the men of that village, and if and if there were males, they would send the boys back to the males and keep the females. So yeah, a lot of doing it wasn't wrong. I was like, why is everybody making a? Then you that just shows you guys don't know your Greek mythology then, um, like I do. So not as wrong on it, but the whole bloodthirsty stuff, no, that was a little bit overboard. I remember him when that I was just like, so bloodthirsty. I didn't like that. Um, did you hear that Bloomhouse is now in charge of the universe, and the first movie they're going to do is The Invisible Man? Yeah, I heard that. That they're gonna do Dark Verse again. I think Comic Universe talked about it. Go subscribe and check them out. Good people. Uh, they talked about it, and I read it as well that they're going to start it up again after The Mummy failed. You know, sorry, Tom, you couldn't save that movie. Um, they want to start it again. I guess second time's a charm. I guess I don't know. Who's the Visible Man going to be? Johnny Depp. They wanted him to be. I know that he signed to do it. I don't know if he's still contractually going to do it, but yeah, I know. Interesting. Let's see where it goes. Um, Darth Promise. Speaking of Suicide Squad, do you think the movie would have been better if Joe was the main villain? Hmm. Maybe. 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 Like it was their job to keep the Joker. Maybe. Um, I can run. I'm recording a couple of videos. Oh, thank you for stopping by, Dustin. Uh, Marion, which video game are due this year? A bunch of them. Yeah, so I know there was Resident Evil remake. There's Kingdom Hearts just came out. Devil May Cry 5 is about to come out. Um, the the um, the the Division 2 is about to come out. There's a bunch of Jump Force. I saw Dashi, one of my favorite YouTubers, playing, and he did actually pretty good. You know, he's playing with Kenshin. I was like, he didn't know who the character was, but he was playing with him. You know, I was glad I the Dash for knowing who Kenshiro was. He's like, that's the dude from Fist of the North Star. I was like, all right, you know, and I got to see what the game kind of how it plays, how smoothly will it play. And this was just a beta, and it plays really smooth. I like the fact that you take a lot of damage, your clothes gets messed up. You know, people are cool with that. Um, Greetings from Australia. Ooh, another Aussie pack member. I have a lot of Aussie. That's what I call my subs. What's your name? I want to make sure I get your name. Rugby fan 2015. You know they're trying to start rugby up here in the states. I know that's a tough sport. Um, um, thank you for coming through, mate. Uh, Marion, which video game would you see taking up the mantle of Captain America? Mm, I don't know. Just I don't want anybody. None of them. Cap is cap. Like just leave it as that. Who do you want to see? Who would you say is your Mount Rushmore of ECW? Just from uh, Sandman. No, yeah. Tommy Dreamer, Taz, RVD, and oh man, I'm definitely I think you definitely got to put up there. even though he's not a wrestler. But that's the four I'll put. Because I could care less about the Sandman. I never liked him and never will. And I don't like Sabu either. Fuck him. Um, Darth, who is that guy? Who is that guy you were with in your profile picture? Oh, you don't know who that is? Are you talking about my YouTube? You don't know who that is? That's that's Daryl DMC, man, the Run DMC. That's who that is. I met him last year at New York Comic Con. He has a comic book out too, guys. He writes comics. Comic DMC. Yeah, it's a comic that takes place in the 80s. And so far 2 volumes have come out. His comic company is Comics. Yeah, Run DMC. You don't know who that is? Please tell me you know who that is. But please, I don't need who coming out. Come on. Speaking of who, he's cooking up something. I'm gearing up for. Keep telling me to gear up. So, um, Big Planet A, how you doing? I'm good. Nathan, you asked me, have you ever been to? Have you ever been to Quickly, a Japanese food restaurant? I've been there before, and the food is great. I even love the squid, man. Quickly, I've never been to a Quickly, but I've eaten Japanese food before. There's a there's a place I used to go to in the next town over, next city over, called New Rochelle. There was a place called Rockin' Ramens, and they ramen and all kinds of other Japanese foods there. And I love their ramen, so I'm just like, give me. I'm like Naruto, just all that stuff. uh, Make that favorite theme from a horror movie. You've asked me this before. Don't have one really. I don't have one. Would you rather listen to the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack or the Deadpool soundtrack? Guardians of the Galaxy. There's too many favorites. I have a lot of. I know there's a lot of favorites on the Deadpool, but on the Guardians of the Galaxy, the classics. And you know me, guys. I'm about the classics too. So yeah. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Starscream moment and I don't remember any a lot of funny Starscream moments with with uh was in G1. He was always serious. Like I think one of my just when he just shot Megatron in the back, just pretty having, and then he's just like, "Oh, Megatron, please!" And I'm like, "Okay, that wasn't funny. I didn't find that too funny." Thornton asks me, would you rather? Who would you rather date, Valkyrie or Lady Sif?" I wonder why you would ask that, Thor. Um, Let me see. Well, you Sif is your girl, so I don't know what that. None of them, because one, you. No, I'm not. No, this is a trick question. I'm not answering that. Tino Longo. What's up? I haven't been around in a while. It's fine. Uh, it's fine. Let's see. Mm. Come on, guys. Hit me with questions. Don't be afraid. Um, mm, mm, mm. Tino asks me, "What is my expectations for the Wonder Woman 84?" Just as good as or better than the first. The first one, yeah, this is taking place modern, kind of modern, 84. But probably the big thing is explaining how um, Steve Trevor is alive. I still please hoping that it has something to do with Cersei. I'm begging them because that would be killer. But I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. The Captain Marvel movie comes out. Both of them. I won't use that other name. Um, Thor Otis. I saw your Spider-Man FF suit video. Oh yeah, I had to share that. I was playing Spider-Man, and two new suits came out for Spider-Man, um, paying homage to his Spider-Man's time with the FF. Close he has a relationship with them. The first costume is the Amazing Bag Man when he lost his costume after the Fantastic helped him get the symbiote off. He'd have no costume, so he took a Fantastic workout and put a bag over his head, which was pretty fun. And the other one is the costume that I was waiting. I wanted the Future Foundation costume, and it's beautiful. So yeah, and you know what, Thor? You know what makes it so cool? I never had to complain to Insect about putting it in like they did with another suit. Our psycho fans that do. See, true fans are patient. I'm one of them. Remember that. Which woman of the X-Men would you go date with? Easy, Rogue. There's a couple of them, but right off the bat, right off the rip, Rogue for sure. Um, that's a girl. That is my favorite female in comics. Before everyone else, Rogue. Um, Before everybody else, I love Rogue. And why? A lot of people ask me why. Like, why Rogue? Like, at the time, I always felt like she was just somebody you just needed a hug. Like, it's just like, oh, and you always felt for Rogue because here's at the time, first she was being used by her stepmother, who was Mystique, to because she was just using her for her powers. I mean, this that took out the entire Avengers, just her. When she first made her appearance in Avengers Annual number 10, she took out the Avengers by herself. Nobody else helped her. And then when she found the errors away and she joined the X-Men after a while, she found a home with them, and still was just like. And then of course later on the 90s come around and she's kind of a little bit more brightened up a little bit, but still that brightness, she still was troubled and knowing that she may never go around being able to touch somebody without killing them, or and then finally the right thing, which to me should have been done long. She was able to control her powers. I always felt like, why can't Rogue control her powers? Like, why she can't do that? She was unlike Storm. She was unlike Jean. Two others are like, she was unlike Psylocke. I love those girls, but Rogue is my girl. And yes, 90s Rogue is probably my favorite incarnation of her. I always loved that look for her. But now Rogue is married. Now she's married to her, and Gambit finally got married. About time. They got a book called Mr. and Mrs. X, written by that's right. No, no. Is it Kelly Thomas that's writing it? Or is it oh my God, who's writing? I forgot who's writing it. I think it's Miss Thompson. It is. But it's fun. Marion, what did you think of the sound wave we got in Transformers Prime? Okay, but my favorite incarnation of Soundwave has always been G1. Ravage, you know, and that one. I love that's my Soundwave. Uh, what's your ranking of Sam Raimi's trilogy? Easy. Two, number one, two, Spider-Man 2. Number second would be Spider-Man 1, and the last one, of course, is they have the third one. That's how I rank them. Would you stay with? Would you stay away from Rogue because she might put you in a coma? No, because she is fully in control of her powers. She if she wants to, she can. She can touch people now. She can touch. She can kiss you without draining you in a coma or killing you. She can turn her powers. She is fully in control of her powers now. It's not like before. No, I wouldn't be afraid. She doesn't have to put her hand over and kiss you or something like that. No, she could just like, hey, I can touch you. It's cool. Um, moment. Mm, there's too many, actually. There's a bunch, but I try not to think about them too much. And then get in that. Favorite Transformer. Um, Favorite Transformer is definitely Optimus Prime. I've always loved Optimus. Good leader. You know, it can be goofy. It can be fun. But if you're talking outside of um outside of Optimus, Jazz has always been my favorite, especially when uh, Catman's Crevels was doing his voice. He was doing it. Um, you know, I was never really the biggest Bumblebee fan, even in the original G1. I didn't really care for him. Yeah, all right, there's Bumblebee. Okay. Jazz was my dude. Um, but Optimus is definitely, just that's why I don't like, the Bayformers versions of Optimus. I mean, they started out pretty good, but then later on, when he became very bloody and stuff, I'm like, this is not Optimus, and it's hard for me as someone who grew up with Transformers. They else do voice, like Peter Cullen is Optimus. That's like, there's nobody else that does that voice better. Frank Welker is Megatron, not not Hugo Weaving. And in the first Transformers movie, they they did test Frank Welker for the voice, and but they were Hugo Weaving. They should have stayed with Mr. That's just me. Um, did you ever feel cheated that he and Colossus didn't get married? I wouldn't say cheated, but I do feel like Like, all right, I just feel that that Marvel keeps playing with us emotionally with that couple. It's like they keep getting them back, they break them up, they get back together, they break them up, they get back together, they break them up. Here it was, they got back together. She said yes to when he asked her to marry. She said yes. Then the big wedding comes, and then she doesn't marry him. And then, but instead, we did get a marriage because Gambit proposed to uh, to Rogue. She said yes, and they got married. But yeah, it was. And then when you got Kitty basically saying like, Peter, will you talk to me? And it's like I'm like, Kitty, you just hurt that you did, but then you're gonna say, but I do love you, but then why won't you marry him then? Like, and don't give me it's because you're Jewish, because it's not the case. It's like something. Why won't you marry him then? And I wouldn't say I'm cheated, but I just get angry. I'm like, all right, stop doing that to them. You know, marry them or not, like, or have Kitty get anybody else. And I mean, if they may make Kitty gay. I mean, she may be like, I swear that I would have been maybe a little pissed off because it's like, oh, they're gonna go the gay route with her like that with no build to that. And you've seen that how that goes with Iceman. I love Bobby. Don't get me wrong, and I'm always gonna love Iceman, but there's no build to having Iceman be gay. There's none whatsoever. Over the 50 years that character's been around, there was him being gay, and don't and I laugh anytime I say, but well, has he ever been in a steady relationship? That don't that's not no, don't go that route either. There was never any play of Drake being gay in his 50 years, and the moment they did that, and it was Bendis, I was like, I did a dashy. I'm like, what? Like, where this come from? As soon as young Gene say, but Bobby, you're gay. I'm like, just like that, he's gay. So how come his current self didn't know? That made no sense. No sense whatsoever. Okay. Guess which of the maximals this will just, well, that's just Prime. That's the worst. That's the bad. It's Optimus Prime. Prime. That wasn't a good one. We shouldn't have did that. That was kind of bad. Uh, a big planet. How do you feel about Marvel turning? I just talked about Iceman. Um, I never get like you said. How do I feel about Marvel turning Iceman gay? But he was never gay or hinted at being gay in the past. I have nothing against being gay. Yeah, me neither. But I didn't like the decision Marvel made towards, yeah, Bendis, and it was just, I mean, it's funny that his editors didn't like say, wait a minute, like he's gay now. Like when did that happen? All these writers that came before you, now he's gay. Like it just, and to me that they just gave him a little leeway. Like, oh well, you're right, we'll take it. No, if I was the editor, I'm like, no, Brian, rewrite it. Rewrite it. That makes no sense. What are your thoughts on the Prodigy movie coming out this year? Um, I saw that trailer. I'm like, okay, we got two child serial killer movies coming out. That Superman S1 and now this one. uh, and they both creepy. I'm like, yeah, and they got that kid who's playing. He looked creepy, creepy kid. Thor Odinson asks me, "Are you gonna see Alita?" Uh, I don't know, cause I watched the anime that's based off of, and Hollywood and anime don't mix. Don't. Visually, it looks good, but it doesn't look right to me at all. I don't. I don't know. It's just kind of hard for me to look at that movie and be like, "Oh, this is based off the anime that I used to watch." You know, it looks visually good. I may check it out, you know, but I don't have a lot of high hopes for it because of this animes in Hollywood in general. Like it just doesn't work. It doesn't look for me. Let's see. How many Sean is here and here late? Oh, I got here late. That's fine. But been to the movies with the wife. Her her injury? Saw Glass. Please don't spoil the Glass for me. I still need to see that. But I said they like it. Two of my coworkers, two girls, they did not like it. They did not like the end. And I'm like, okay, what was wrong with the ending? There's like, you go see Chris, and I'm like, all right. So I gotta see what. Um, which DB villain would you like to see become canon? Well, Broly now is the one that should have been canon from the get go was Bo. From the original 13 movies, BoJack's movie was the only movie that felt canon in general. That movie took place right after the Cell games. Trunks had came back from the future to tell them that yeah, he and the androids in his. So yeah. Other than that, I would say the other androids that was in the Android 13, 14, and 15, they should have been canon. Um, Janemba could have stayed just a movie villain. Garlic Jr. could have stayed a movie villain. He's another one that just could have stayed a movie character. I'm like, why does he's canon? And notice they don't talk about the Garlic Jr. saga a lot. And I have not seen the Broly movie yet, so um, mm, let me see. Han's been doing better, pretty much back to normal. That's good. Um, do you see Jessica Jones outside of the Netflix shows and other TV movies? Um, as of right now, they keep saying that somewhere or another we will see those characters again, and it makes me wonder: will do another streaming service like Hulu or something, or yeah, will they be incorporated into finally into the MCU in general, like in the previous, in the next phases, which would be fine. If they don't ask a lot of people over, for me, for me, in general, the only person, the only character I would mind being recasted is Iron Fist. I I got nothing against Finn Jones in general, but the person that should be in Iron Fist is Christian Howard. If you don't know who he is, look him up. He should have been Iron Fist. But then I got a friend that said Marvel did offer him the role, but he wanted too much money, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't smell too right. Um, but hell, even Charlie Cox is still he still wants to do a Spider-Man Daredevil movie. I would pay to see that. Two of my favorite characters working together. Oh, that would be so cool. All right. Oh God, now I'm getting like crazy. Yeah, late now, but um, let's see. Tino asks me, what do you think is a crucial for the Raiders to start winning again? Jesus Christ. Uh, Same page. That's the best thing. I don't know. Without being too crude, they they need to get on the same page. Um, and I don't think it's their fault. You know, um, it's just too much to think about. It's too much. I'm trying. I can say this without spoiling that this movie with hardcore comic fans in mind, people who think in comic book ideas. So the ending will be all right for okay. That's another opinion I've heard. Shadow Nova Productions. Did you hear that the animated Mortal Kombat movie is going to be directed by James Wan? Yes, I did. Let's just hope this movie be better than that one that came out back in the 90s. Um, the only thing, the only is that David Dunn has a superhuman name in Glass. Yeah, I know his name. I know what he's called. I don't think anyone can do Jessica Jones on a kid show, but to me, I love a cartoon of Jessica Jones like a kid's version of a detective series, but with superpowers like Magnum PI. Very cool. Uh, let's see what else we have here. Magnum with PI with Super. That is it. I agree. Recast Iron Fist with Christian Howard. I'm telling you, man, he could do it. Don't buy the whole fact that he look. They got a Shang-Chi movie in development. That's big. I can't wait to see some news about that and who they got in their eyes, who they want to play Shang-Chi. I know a lot of us say, well, if he was still alive or, you know, Bruce Lee, but, if they did it now, he'd be in his 70s. But you know what? I think he still could do the damn role. But there's a couple of actors that could pull off that role. Um, Philip Nugent is definitely one of them. I know a lot of people, Donnie Yen, in the movie as well. Um, I would want to. I don't know who I would get to play his villainous father, Fu Manchu. That would be. I don't know. Maybe Chow Yun Fat. Maybe Chow Yun Fat. There's a couple of people I could see, but I'm looking forward to the Shang-Chi movie. This is another big step for Marvel going with if they do it right by going the route that they did with Black Panther, it works. That the cast is predominantly Asian. That's perfect. Keep it true to the core of what Shang-Chi is. Um, um, but yeah, okay. Tino, I know you're a fan of Godzilla. So, what is your overlook of the King your outlook of the King of Monsters movie. I look forward to that movie. I recently did a reaction to the latest trailer, and I went nerdgasm quick when I saw him and Ghidorah basically coming at each other. I care less about Mothra, but everybody else I'm looking forward to. I was never a Mothra fan. I've never been a big Mothra fan. I never have that stupid bug. I was never a big fan of hers. I think yeah, that's a female. Thoughts on the animated Batman Beyond movie, given the success of the Spider Verse? You are you talking about about the Return of the Joker Batman or a new one? If they did a new one, that'd be kind of cool. I know Bruce Timm is doing Justice League where it's back to his form of Justice League, and uh Mr. Terrific's gonna be on it, and Martian and people like that. It's gonna be Justice League versus the Fatal Five. There's image of it. Um Let me see. Marion, speaking of Glass, have you seen Unbreakable or Split? I've seen both of those. I've seen all of them. I've seen all of them. I loved Unbreakable. Unbreakable was my favorite non-Marvel DC superhero movies. Uh, um, Omnitron actually. It's been confirmed that the Batman movie is going to have a younger Batman in it. Ben Affleck. The plot is more like Dick Tracy with tons of villains showing up. Yeah, he's trying to go more noir. I was talking about that earlier. Matt Reeves said it's going to play more of a detective route. Like, yeah, he's going to really live up to his world's greatest detective, and we have not seen that in any Bat movie up until now, where he really is like a detective. Like, I'm all for that. Um, we'll just have to see. Um, Thor Odinson, did you hear the Black Widow movie may be? I've heard this, and it's been going around for some time that the Black Widow movie may be the MCU's first rated. Now, here's the deal about that. I don't really buy into it too much. Overall, it's still Disney, but you never see Disney come up. You never see that. You know, you never hear that. Um, you never hear that. Oh, and then you never hear that. But um, if Black was out to be, I mean, if they turned out to be R rated, I don't know if I wouldn't mind, would hate it. Black Widow has a dark past. You know what does she always say? My past is in red, and I'm sure she was referring to the red. Overall, she has a dark past, but I don't put too much stock into it about the whole rated R stuff. Hear it come straight from the people higher up in Disney and stuff saying it will be our first rated. Then you'll be like, oh shit, like okay, this could be a turnaround for some. This could be maybe people start looking at them like now this could mean other characters that who have maybe a more darker tone. This could may fall into their kind. I mean, I wouldn't mind because if on the Buena Vista, like because that's Disney too, but because like again, once again, I throw it out there because like Gargoyles was Disney when they do y'all remember when that scene where Broadway shot Elisa and she was in her own pool of her own blood, like, and they showed that until later on they took it out, but and blood was all over Broadway's hand and everything. It's like, and then you're like, this is a Disney cartoon, right? Like Disney has gotten away with a couple of stuff like that, it ain't so cookies in Disney. And there was a video me and Malcolm watched where it showed like scene where Disney has gotten away with some horrible deaths. I remember that what they did was when Clayton died in Tarzan, like, yeah, you don't see it, but you could see his shadow being hung in the background, like, oh, like, okay, stuff like that. It was yeah, but don't put too much stock into it. Don't put too much. Let's see. Next, Shadow Nova production. Did you like the Power Rangers movie from? I have never sat down and watched that Power Rangers movie yet. I still have to watch that. I have not watched it yet. Like I don't want to, but I just haven't sat down and watched it. I'll have to sit down and watch it. Peter David called out Bill by saying that he said nothing on sports fans, but keeps on about how comic fans are too childish, and that if you want, you could say sports fans are childish. Yeah, I read Peter David's line. Bill Maher, to me, he just won't shut up now. And that's his problem with me. Won't shut up. Like, it's like when he starts he keeps going on claiming that Stanley's deaf, but and he's still mentioning this man and everything like that, because to him, to us, that man that you keep talking about was like an embodiment of, or a visionary of imagination. Basically, did what he loved to do for how many years. And as far as, and I love what I think I love what Kevin Smith said. Years from now, Stan Lee's legacy is going to be, we're going to talk more about Stan Lee than Bill Maher. I just don't care anymore about what he's saying in general. Like, you can run your mouth. Just leave Stan Lee's name out of your mouth. Just leave it out of your mouth. Like, and it kind of reminded me of the other guy that literally just said who cares. It's like Stan Lee meant a lot. And was he perfect? No, he wasn't perfect. But his death hit many of us really hard. His death still hits me hard. Like, it's still tough for me to see things with Stan Lee in it and not think, he's not here no more. It's hurtful. But Bill Maher could say whatever the fuck he want. I don't give a damn about him. I could care less. And you also say, since as Stanley put Peter David, anything can be made to sound or look childish if you try hard enough. Mr. David is right. What the hell? The new animated. Okay, okay. Who do you think? Who do you got for the Super Bowl? Rams or Patriots? I'm going with Rams all the way. Honestly,
thank God be with the Rams.
Yeah. Rams all the way. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna watch the game too. I know I'm watching that halftime with Ricochet and all of them. I know that for sure. That's cool. WWE back. You know, I'm looking forward to that. Was it 4-way match? Eight, six, yeah. It was really cool. If you follow the Performance Center, they have their own YouTube channel, and you get to see all the girls that were in this year's Royal Rumble. Excited, like I love seeing Xia Li just so excited. She's like, "Please don't talk to me right now. I'm excited. I don't know." And Iro, Shirai, and Rhea, and then at the end, you just saw Ricochet and Casey. And she's like, "I'm so proud of you," and I didn't know that Ricochet was dating till Malcolm told me. I'm like, and then I was like, "Yeah, they must be." He was so happy for, and even seeing the guys. I love hearing Aleister Black comment. He's just, I know you guys want my pure reaction, but he's just like, I love my job. He's like, I love it. And he just heard the crowd. He's like, I love that. You hear that? And it was just he was out of character, but it was so good. It was just like he was loving it. So and even just going up to watching them choose telling the girls who were going to be in the Royal Rumble representing NXT was so much listening to them. Like I think it was Iro or
It's EO.
EO. I keep saying Iro. And Kyrie, and they're just like, you know why you're here? And they're like, no. And I think Ripley said, "Am I in trouble with something?" No, she's like, "You're gonna be in the Royal Rumble," and it's stuff like that. They were just so happy. Yeah, but I'm going for Rams. I got nothing against the Patriots. I don't, but it's just
You're not American.
whatever.
You're not from Boston.
I'm not from
You're
Boston.
not from Boston. It is expected for every American. Something against the Patriots. You can respect. You can respect. The success, but mostly every American knows that there are asterisks to most of that success.
Yeah. And there was a 10-year-old boy that did a science fair project basically saying, "Can't even prove that Tom Peter." I'm like, 10-year-old boy? Like, really?
So, as I one time put on the Patriots, in politics are one and the same. They are heavily a part of American culture, yet America hates it.
Let's see. Unbreakable to me is the best look at what makes a superhero as a deacon of superhero down to its most basic points of someone with powers to help people. Yeah.
It's like what Kevin Smith has said. Unbreakable is basically what if Clark Kent did not know he was Superman?
Yeah. I'm trying same with the 1978. The only Marvel movie that needs to be rated R are Blade, maybe Ghost Rider, and the Barbarian. That's if they do Conan. And yeah, just because he's back, I don't know if his movie rights are. I think his movie rights are back with Marvel. They weren't. That's what I'm saying. But the rights are back with Marvel.
When were they with Marvel?
Back in the 70s. That he started with Marvel.
So Conan is a Marvel character.
No, he's not a Marvel character. Conan first started in novels.
Right.
Robert created the character. But comic-wise, he started with Marvel, like Transformers, was Marvel. G.I. Joe was with Marvel. All of those they were with Marvel, but they weren't in the Marvel universe. But now that yeah, that's a different comic company altogether. Malibu was a comic company in the '90s that later purchased, and they still own the damn thing. And I've actually put that on Twitter. Even action, I'm like, I asked people, I was like, should Marvel relaunch the Malibu characters of the Ultraverse like DC is doing with the Milestone universe, which start doing again? Like relaunch them, make them fresh looking again. You don't have to have read anything, know who these characters are, but just give them a over, like kind of like how Valiant has done with their characters too. Valiant,
that burger is getting cold.
It's cold. It's been cold for a while. It was cold when it got here. I gotta heat it up. Anyway, yeah. Moving on. Favorite John Carpenter movie. Halloween. Yeah. I didn't mind the thing, but I'm more of a Halloween is Halloween. Mike Myers all the way. Yeah, I'm always a. Oh, They Live is also good too. That's right. They Live. Yeah. Let me see. Bill Maher has an opinion, but the fact he keeps downplaying what he said about a man who meant a lot to people, and he has honestly yet much for it. What I hear, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He basically, backfooting.
Yeah, backfooting. Right.
It's like when somebody's very opinionated and first let out their opinion, and then when everybody jumps on it, then they start backfooting from the original point that originally got people upset. That's basically what Bill Maher is basically. That's basically what he's doing.
Yeah,
because he don't want to take any ownership that this Bezos started because you, in so many words, downplayed the impact that Stanley had. It just like it was so confusing to you. A guy who was so instrumental to with words and pictures in a book.
Yeah, which he still has gone on record of saying that comics are not forms of literature.
That that's been so confusing to him what doesn't and he's not the that
he
won't be the only one that will downplay the impact that comic book. Yeah. To some people, comic book, like Hogan says, beneath it.
Yeah, they're beneath them.
And to kind of make them kind of come across more, I guess, more high fashion, and most people will refer them as
graphic novels.
Oh, it's not a comic book. That's a graphic novel. But basically, that makes it sound better. Novel. It's weird. Case in point, they never said when Watchmen was coming out. Based on the book Watchmen, it was based off the graphic novel Watchmen. When the Watchmen are considered comic book, graphic novel characters. There's nobody that's considered a graphic novel character. Now they do make novelizations of Story of Friends. There's a novelization of Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
But it's not considered, hey, look, it's one of the best graphic novels I ever read. It's right? Yeah, it's a comic book character.
Let's see. Hey guys, Perry King. Hey Perry. Yeah. Here are a couple of comedians from back in the days who know what that you may know. Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin. Yeah, Charlie Chaplin was a silent picture actor, but he was well known for his physical comedy. Um, and he was British. Yeah. Put him in a movie. Robert Downey Jr. played him in a movie. I think he was up for an award for that too. Yeah, so Iron Man played Charlie Chaplin in a movie. Let's see. Today is my birthday. Uh, Saints for Super Bowl. I have a big comic collection. Do you think I should or start all over? Wait,
Wait a minute.
wait, what?
You said the Saints are not in the Super Bowl.
No, for 2020.
Yeah, if they don't get a blown pass interference call.
Yeah. Do you think I should? Well, that's up to you. If you want to sell them,
That's up to you because this guy ain't going to sell.
collect dust. My comics are not yellow.
I swear, if you ever have kids, they're gonna be one of them sell.
Pass it on to them.
Like, what do we do? Let's sell.
They could. They're passed on. My comics are not yellow. They're in plastic. Look, I'm speaking from experience. Selling stuff, if it's need to be sold, yeah. But if you don't want to sell it, don't sell it. Get something to if you don't have enough space, then buy storage, and to what? What's going on? Oh, hello? What's up? Yeah. Yeah. That's crap. It's just garbage. Yeah. No, it wasn't bricks. It's just crap. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, guys. That was my dad. uh, let me see. Anyway, moving on. Definitely Buccaneers for 2020, probably the best franchise of all time. Hey,
I have nothing against. I got nothing against the Buccaneers. At one point, they was a pretty good franchise when they had Warren Sapp and Derek Brooks, but this decade. The irony is the same year after the year they went to is the year when they fell off. So we're going to make an argument here. I would argue what exactly, besides being a fan of them, makes the greatest franchise. And mostly football, when I think of the great franchise, I think of the Steelers. I think of sadly the Patriots and
San Francisco.
The 49ers. But they've had so lineage of success.
Yeah.
That Buccaneers one.
Which thriller would you like to see this Sunday?
I know. I would like to see another one. I think Super Bowl one of Us. I'm waiting for
another Us. Probably Us. a real Captain Marvel trailer. I'm talking about Billy Batson. Another one of those. Another Godzilla. Because I already saw that Billy's gonna fly in that movie. That teaser showed him flying. I'm like, he's flying. Okay, there you go. They're probably gonna show another. They're probably gonna show another Avengers, or if they do, I don't know. I think they should not show another Avengers. Like, don't.
I mean, if I didn't really understand people getting all upset about that. You realize that they Marvel and Disney basically about they really can't show them because anything they show, you freaking see Black Panther. Oh, anybody that's not new. Oh man, Black Panther. Okay, he comes back.
I mean, yeah, there's a sequel. They showed Spider-Man, and that they already said that takes place after Endgame. So, yeah, but I don't. There's still some stuff, but yeah, Us would be good. Definitely want to see that. And I'm not a big, and it's not like I'm not a big horror fan, guys. Once again, what is his name? Oh my God, I'm forgetting. Jordan Peele. He takes the most beloved songs and make them creepy.
He only did it this time.
No, he's done it before.
No, he didn't do it for Get Out.
No, not Get Out. He's done it before, and others just stuff that he's done it.
But this is only second horror.
Not horror, but he's just remixed song and gave it creepy vibes to it.
Peele. He only said it. He said he only did that for
not he has a YouTube channel. He's just showcased do it
only person. Okay, well obviously I know that done that is person that did for Suicide Squad. Person who did for whoever decided, hey, let's go take I got no strings on me.
But I'm talking about he had a YouTube channel where he would showcase what he would do with like lyrics and stuff.
All I know for Georgia is that people said that you made things that were not scary. You made tea in a freaking teacup, ding ding, scary. Now people are scared about like, oh, he made bunnies. But you know those bunnies have something to do with this movie.
Yeah, the bunnies, the rabbits,
and scissors.
But he talked about what the scissors supposed to represent. But and then Lupita in that is like. It's like her doppelganger is.
You know what the names are? Their doppelganger.
What they call it?
It's basically their names backwards.
Really?
Their names backwards makes up their own name.
I mean, stuff like that is creepy. Like that trailer alone, I was like, okay, huh? And what happened?
You have problems watching.
Yeah, because it's creepy. Especially, and then the little boys doppelganger fours and crawling around. I'm like, yo, that glitch walking, which I don't like. I hate that. But anyway, keep going. Okay, keep it going. Saints. Okay, Bucks have AFL record most losses in a row. 0-26, baby. That's not something to be proud of, Tino. Like
that's like being proud of being a Browns. I'm sorry for Browns fans. If you got any Browns fans that are watching, but that organization needs some help.
With Young Justice back for series, are there any other canceled superhero shows? I've answered this question before, so I'm not going to answer it again. I answered it like over and over. People ask that. Yeah. No, it's like I answered that before. I answered that like 3 times before. Like, which version of Dawn of the Dead do you like better, the original or the remake? The original. Yeah, let everybody else answer that than me. Let's see. What did you think of the Black Panther Saw Award win? You mean SAG Award? Uh, uh, I was congratulations to them. They won for best movie, I think, and I think visuals as well. I enjoy the SAG Awards a lot more than I enjoy the Oscars, the Golden Globes, all other award shows. The SAG Awards, that's from your peers. Your fellow actors are voting you the best of this, not a guild or something like that. That's yeah, a screen guild. That's your that's your peers saying like, yeah, you were the best, not not the other way around. You know, Rami Malik, he won for his portrayal of Tony Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury. Oh man, God, oh man,
You can't say his name.
I'm choking. Um. So yeah, it was good. I know Panther is up for an award at the Oscars. It and Spider Man Into the Spider Verse, best animation. But we'll see. Ooh, let's see. Let's see. Well, I gotta go to bed. Night, dudes, and night, Chris. Good night. Do you think George R. Romero classic Night of the Living Dead still holds up today? Hell, fucking yeah. I mean, hell yeah. I'm trying to keep this Q&A clear, but yeah. The original Night of the Dead still holds up today. It's probably one of my it's the zombie movie that started it all. What did I say? Probably? Did I say probably? Did I say? Well, you know what I meant. That's the movie that started it all, and I actually have kickstart a graphic novel or comic of that first movie, and it's actually signed by members that I think that are still alive. Um, yeah, so I'm looking at it right now. Here it is. This was it's so how thick it is. It was Kickstarter. I helped kickstart it, and you can't see my name. You probably got to get close, but you can see my name down there. I think it's in the left hand corner. Your right. It's actually right there. That's my name right there. So yeah, it was the Night of the Dead. This was celebrating the 50th anniversary, and they had this on Kickstarter. And I'm gonna help kickstart it. I'll back it. It got funded. There you go. Okay, gotta go. Good night. Take care, everybody. What Spidey villain do you want in the Spider-Man? Any ones that have not been in it? So that's there's no question about it. Don't what we saw around Mr. Negative, Shocker, Tombstone, um, what did I say? Rhinos, Doc Ock, uh, the Vulture. But we know that Sandman, the Lizard, the Owl is more of a he's a Daredevil villain.
Oh, why you part of that dude? The Spider-Man car collection.
No, it's not like Spider-Man hasn't fought him, but they've been started with Spider-Man, but became more of a traditional Daredevil villain. But I think the biggest one we're going to see definitely is Venom. The Beetle. I wouldn't mind the Beetle. Um, well, we're probably definitely going to see Venom, but it's not Rock. Um, and I don't want to spoil it, especially if nobody's never, all of y'all haven't played the game. But at the end of Spider-Man, we saw somebody with the symbiote on, and it wasn't Eddie. I think the biggest one that we all, well, people want to see is quote unquote his greatest villain of all, the Green Goblin. We haven't seen him. Uh, yeah, there are characters, there are villains in the next game that you want to see. Um, I next thing I want to see, I just don't want to see landmarks of heroes. I want to see other heroes, like maybe a mission where you are with Daredevil helping with this. Like that would be cool. I wish they had done a DLC where you're helping Daredevil with maybe getting out of escaping from jail or something like that. That'd been cool. Like he's like, I need your help. Because he even said, hey, that blind lawyer gave me. And said if Spider-Man never needs a lawyer, well, wait a minute. If he was blind, how do you know I was Spider-Man? So it's cool. Okay. Did you hear that Sony is gonna be focusing on the first party development more on PS5? I have not. Oh well.
PS5
Yeah, David, no, not talk for real. Do you like the horror film Evil Dead? Of course. I saw it for the first time when they did the whole trilogy because they were it was gearing up for the Evil Dead, Ash versus Evil Dead on Stars, and he sat down and watched for the first time all three of them, and they were good. I watched them already, but he never saw them, so you got to see a young Bruce Campbell. Like, oh my god! And that scene when the thing fell up.
A lot of physical.
Yeah, like a lot of physicality in that. But it was Evil Dead. I love Evil Dead. Who actually asked that? Gyro. Do you like gyros? I'm just asking.
No, it's a
Euro or gyro. What is your favorite Infinity? I never really had a favorite. Never really had one. I just and I still call them stones. I don't call them gems like that. Do you think it is possible Arterius could become more powerful than his father, Kratos? Maybe. Vladimir Kotovak. I hope I'm saying your name right. Have you ever talk trash you for being into nerdy things, and how have you did all my life? Uh,
You want to be real. Some family members gotta make snide remarks.
Yeah, you want me to be real, Vladimir? Yeah, a couple family members that have done it. But I don't care. And it's still to this day, like, yo, that's like I've said it before. Look, I'm 36. I've been reading comic books since I was 10. Today I read them, and they have kept me out of trouble. They have helped me to read better. When I was a kid, I didn't like to read. Every time my parents would go to teacher conference night, the teachers would say the same thing. Really good, he's bright, but his reading comprehension could be much better. And comics helped me learn to read. I'm a wrestling fan for life. Though I can understand why I have friends that have gotten out of watching professional wrestling and things like that. But Yeah, all my life I've had people rag on me about being into nerd things, geek things. I'm a geek of it. I don't hide it. Um, and you can see that all over my social media accounts. Like, yeah, I don't hide it. I show off my geekiness all when I'm at Comic Cons. I'm at my fullest peak of just being in awe. Like when I meet favorite writers that I love, I'm like I nearly hyperventilated when I met Gail Simone for the first time. You know, and like it's just stuff like that. I don't care what anybody thinks. You don't like it. If you don't like it, if you don't like it, but don't expect me to literally care what you think about it. Like I'm not hurting nobody. You know, I run this than doing other stupid things. Other stuff that'll get me hurt or put me in jail. So yeah, all my life. And my brother just said, yeah, thanks. There have been some family members even said it. Like so, yeah. Um, but I've been this way, and I'm always going to be this way. Uh, anyway, but thanks for the question. I didn't mind. Go ahead. Thoughts on Daniel Bryan's new championship belt? Okay, that looks like somebody made that in arts and crafts. I swear, I looked at that. I'm like, "Fuck is that?" Like, I had to laugh. I'm like, this is so stupid. But the fact that, yeah, like, yeah, there was a part of me that just I was thinking he was gonna corpse and laugh, because it looks so like it looks like you make that in wood shop.
It's made out of hemp.
Yeah, but it looked like wood. It looked like it's just
Thought about Daisy.
Daisy.
The cow Daisy.
Daisy.
It had a lot.
Favorite funniest Ash Williams. Jesus Christ, there's like been a bunch of them, so I can't even.
Majority of them. See, the funny, the interesting thing is that, come to find out, majority of Ash's one-liners come from Army of Darkness.
Yeah,
they're not really spread across. Like from one to. They're mostly all in Army of Darkness. You see hints of it in Evil Dead 2.
Well, Evil Dead 2, as Bruce Campbell said, was supposed to be somewhat of a remake.
Yeah, it starts off like the first movie.
Yeah, because it kind of doesn't even mention that he went out there with his sister and everybody like that. It starts off, but then when they did Ash versus Evil Dead, they brought back actually the actress that played his sister came back, and it was really cool to see that. And you had Mr. Steve Austin himself, the $1 Million Man, Lee Majors playing Ash's father. Yeah, father. It was fun, and I do wish that didn't get canceled because that was it. He said, Bruce Campbell said he's retiring from that character now. If it got canceled, that was it. Fortunately, it did. I did love the fact that he was working with people he worked with, like he worked before, like Lucy Lawless. She's a really good friend of his, and you had a lot of people that in that show. Being that they filmed in Australia or New Zealand, I think, yeah, they had a lot of people that worked from the Xena and Hercules stuff. So it was really cool. Michael Hurst directed a lot of. He directed a lot of. I was shocked that they didn't get Kevin Sorbo like to do something on there, or Renee O'Connor come back or somebody else like, but you got Hudson Leach, yeah. Oh man, that would have been cool. I would have mind her being the villain. Oh god, that'd been so cool. Anyway, yeah, there's just too many Ash moments. Is your brother Malcolm a Pokemon fan?
I was a big fan when Pokemon was at its peak of popularity. So that's 90s, early 2000s. I was Pokemon. Basically, after the Johto series, maybe after the next 100 or 150 Pokemon, maybe after you know Cyndaquil, Chikorita, and Totodile, that generation, which was the second generation. A couple of the third generation, like Trico and Blaziken and Groudon, but after that, I basically fell off. And I started seeing like the later, I'm just like most of these Pokemon are just like a rehash of a previous Pokemon of a pre-existing Pokemon or a merger of two existing Pokemon. It's like, and then some of the episodes would just be rehashes of. I'm like everything had a defeated by a Raichu, and then as contemplate on evolving Pikachu with the Thunderstones. Like, oh my gosh, you did this like how many times now? But yeah, it's a fun story about Pokemon. I was my favorite Pokemon game of all time. I wasn't really into the handheld Pokemon game. Uh, I was more into the Pokemon Stadium series. So my Pokemon Stadium 2 came out. By the way, Pokemon Stadium 2 is one of the funniest video game commercials, in my opinion. When that game came out, I finally was able to rent it from a place back in the day nearby called Hollywood Video. And I was in second grade at the time, so this is 2001. And the next day, I was supposed to go on a field trip to the zoo, but I didn't get a chance to play Pokemon Stadium 2 when I got home the previous night. So when I woke up, I was back with that. It's like, hey, is it okay if I stay home? And this is like near the end of the school year, like the final field trip. You only got a field trip where I was like, yeah, okay. I only stayed home just to play Pokemon Stadium 2. Oh yeah, Pokemon. So yeah, that's always a fun story about Pokemon Stadium, about Pokemon. Then when they did the GameCube version, Pokemon Coliseum, I was ecstatic. I thought, okay, this is going to be Stadium just for the GameCube. Next thing you know, this thing is like some RPG with Power Ranger villains, and I'm just like, man, this is what I thought. And if you did free battle, you couldn't even choose your Pokemon; they just give you random. And then they used up, then and this will definitely take it back. This is around memory cards.
Yeah.
And in GameCube, the max for a standard memory card was 49 blocks. I don't know why that was so cheap. Just go to 49. And that's how much Pokemon Coliseum, the memory. And I'm like, well, I have other games on that were less. I had to buy my another memory card just for when I rented that crap. I was like, yo, I don't like this. Power Ranger villain.
Okay. Gyro Land says all three of the movies are funny as shit. Army of Darkness is Prometheus in my yeah, it is.
It's the most
goofiest. And if you Bruce Campbell, they when Ash vs. Evil Dead was going, a lot of fans would always say, how come you haven't incorporated, Army of Darkness into the show and talked about it? Like, because that was, I think it's licensings, like it's still Army of Darkness is licensed under another company.
Isn't it because of the name Army of Darkness?
I think so. There's something like that. But they kind of give hints at it that it did happen. If you go back and watch the series, it happened. As for my username, though, ironically, I'm a vegetarian. That's okay. But King, that's what I was. That's what I like about you, because no matter how old you get, you're always Gonna be as geeky guy as you're not ashamed. Yeah, I'm not ashamed. Thor Odinson says, "What is your middle name, Chris? And what's your brother's?" Okay, well, my middle name is father, um, Lawrence. So it's Christopher Lawrence Bennett. Malcolm's is
the first name.
is the first name of our grandfather, Lee. So his is Malcolm Lee Bennett. I'm
so happy because I share the same acronym.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's my middle name. That's his middle name. You also is Thor asks again, is your brother a fan of Digimon?
I'm a fan of Digimon. I mean, when it was the Digimon or Pokemon, I preferred both of them. I think Digimon uh, expanded more on the concept than Pokemon ever did.
Right. Especially now, because now what I like, where you see the original Ty and all them, they're grown up now,
and that's the most, and that's one of the most important. You actually saw actually.
Yeah, you see them grow.
Because
Ash stays
at is somehow still 10-year old.
10-year-old
grows up around him.
Yeah,
it's like this kid's got to be in some.
Yeah,
you know.
It's and okay.
Not only does he's still 10 years old. Every season, whatever he learns, regresses.
Like they seem to regress his battle skills. Like to me, the problem I have with Pokemon in general, because now Pokemon I think is on Disney. The problem I have with Pokemon and with Ash in general is that one, he doesn't grow. Okay, when he goes off to a new region, he has lost all his battle skills, and he's supposed to be a veteran.
So he should be a veteran.
So there are times when I'm watching this kid, and he's going against some random kid. Hey, you want to battle? And Ash is, oh yeah, let's go. And I was like, because now the new person that does his voice is all, oh yeah, let's go. It's not Valerie Taylor anymore, but when. And he sees a fire type, he brings out like a leaf Pokemon, and he's like, oh, like what do I do? I'm like, you idiot! Like you're not supposed to bring a fire type with a plant type, like stuff like that. He loses that, and then
you bring out a fire against plant.
No, he's going against. He brings out a plant type to fight a fire type. Right. Yeah, or like when he first did it, like when he first went against Brock, who had all rock, and somehow Pikachu was able to, because that's my problem with Pikachu. Like this Pikachu is so special that he's able to bring down Pokemon bigger than him and stronger than him.
Granted, they after a while they actually started. They actually started
depowering him.
Like he would actually lose. Like, oh, you think Pikachu lose? Like, oh,
yes,
I guess it's not Pikachu.
But in terms of Digimon, what I love about Digimon, and you watch all this series that they've all been different, but the characters progressed. And the Digimon characters as well. But more importantly, then when it was getting to its 10th anniversary, they announced that they were going to go back to the original Digi. We were going to see what they were up to, and then it was called Digimon Tri, and we saw that they're now grown up. They're half grown and everything like that. And it was like, look at them grown up now. It's like, now how come they can't do that on Pokemon? And there's a video where a guy even kind of died. He does all this like detective work and realized that the creator wants to keep Ash, like, well, his real name in Japan, he's not even called Ash. His name is Sayoshi, because he's named after the creator. And he's like, he always wanted to keep him like a kid for kids. I get it, but it's like you could still do that by not, but you could. Just weird.
But I'm like, Aren't the Pokemons the draw?
Yeah, like it. I don't know. It's just weird. But yeah, Malcolm with Thor. Okay. Your next question is okay. Well, man, you guys. Okay. Do you have any other siblings outside of your brother? There. Um. We had two other brothers. But they passed away. Our older brother AJ and my younger brother Cedric. He would have been middle child. After me. So my brother AJ would have been first, then me, then Cedric, Malcolm, AJ, myself, and Cedric would have been 1 year apart. So, but yeah, but they passed away. So move on with that one. Perry King, are those nation flags on your sleeve? Yeah, a room. Um, this jacket belonged to my mother, actually, or our mothers. Sorry. And I was like, oh wow, it fits. It still fits. My mom. This was my mom's jacket, so uh, yeah, it has different flags on it. You can see. Uh, Contrary British, concerned British. Uh, okay. Is that Muhammad Ali on the wall? Yes, that is. That is one of my idols. Oh, yes, it is. Of course. The greatest uh, on the wall. Yes, indeed. Got to get ready to wrap it up soon. Um, what does your brother think of Detective Pikachu movie? Oh man, Harry King. That's that movie with Ryan Reynolds, right, voicing Pikachu. I don't care about that.
Big on it.
Mm, no, he's not too big on it. George, yeah, I saw it. Yeah, you want to? Yeah, you can see it. You get a better good look at it. Try and get it. But there you go. I'll start it from the sleeve up, go down, 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 down. And I think there's flags in the back on the back of it too. Uh, I thought Malcolm was your only brother. No, he's not. He's the youngest, but he's not. Godzilla comics. I read a few. I remember I read Godzilla Goes to Hell. What? Yeah, it was an IDW comic. Godzilla Went to Hell. That was very interesting. It was kind of cool. It was interesting. See you, Chris. Don't ever change. I ain't gonna happen. Uh, and let's see.
You already changed.
What?
You already changed. Every Roy changed into Leo Rush.
I put that Leo Rush stuff up. Okay.
Flash.
No, I don't.
Flash.
Leo Rush is my doppelganger. I don't like. He's my punk. Um, let's see. Okay. Xbox Live was down for a while, and when you turn on it would, they were calling the black screen of death. What? Well, let's see. Hold on. Going on my Twitter. Let's see. No, Instagram. Real quick. Hey. Man, I swear to God, would they stop with the Shaggy stuff? Yeah, man.
I don't see what's with the sudden appeal of Shaggy and Mortal Kombat.
Me neither.
About two things that do not. But then again, you did have Argentina or Ponte.
Yeah, I never read. the Archie.
It's like of all people, right there.
Let's see. All right, that happened to me. I got the black screen of death on my Xbox today. You see, uh, Marion said that. Mm, mm, mm. Am I a fan of? Wait, hold on. Last Drag, of course. Love that movie. Man, these not my spam coming. Of course I am. Love that movie. You're coolie. Yeah, that's yeah, yeah. With the Last Drag is a good movie, but it also has a lot of racial stereotypes in that as well. But still, you know, sad to say that the show enough, the Shogun of Harlem, he passed away. But still today, that still cracked me up when he now kiss my verses. That just cracked me up. You know, playtime's over. That shit cracks me up. It's still catching the bullet with your. Yeah, he caught that bullet with his mouth, bro. Like, you gotta be. And what made it even funnier, y'all. He got shot. Like you see him thinking about it, and then he does it, and then he goes. You just see him falling. You see his little brother, Leroy. Leroy goes up to. You just see. He has something in his mouth, and he just opens it, and the bullet's just cling, and he's like, "Wow!" And he punches that guy one, and it was just like, and you just hear,
like a crazier Kevin Pollak.
yeah, yeah, he did. He didn't think about that, but yeah,
Crazy
especially when he came out there. I applaud for you, Leroy. I did, yeah. But yeah, and Vanna, God, she was so fine in that. Oh God, and who? But yeah, as does of Last Dragon. It was cool to see him on Up Up Down Down. If y'all watch that channel, well he can't Austin Creed, but Xavier Woods channel Up Up Down Down. He was on it and he was talking about what goes on went on that filming it and everything like that. And what else is really cool is you see a young Ernie Reyes Jr. in the show, in the who would later on, you guys probably remember him playing Keno in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. See, he was in that movie, but he was a little kid. So yeah, it was pretty funny. It's really cool to see that. Would like to see an open world Godzilla game. Mm, it depends.
Slow.
I mean, because yeah, it be. I mean, it depends because PlayStation 4 came out with a Godzilla game, and he was able to just walk, and it played up to different eras of Godzilla. Like they did the 1954 movie, the original movie, and then now. But I don't know because most Godzilla games always just have been about the destruction, or it's a fighting game, kind of like King of the Monsters game. Man, I don't know if y'all maybe don't know about that game. That just kind of showed you. Yeah, there's one for the GameCube. I remember almost all the Godzilla games that came out. I still kind of want to put the PS4 game in my collection. I hadn't looked for it. Every time I find it, like they want like an arm and leg for it. I'm like, get out! I ain't paying $100 for that. Only way I'd pay $100 some collector's edition or something like that, and that's even pushing it. Because for me, a collector's edition, guys, it has to have something that I can't, like, okay, it's exclusive, like exclusivity. Like if it ain't, I'm not paying for it. Like friends that bought the collector's edition of the Resident Evil 2 remake game, and I'm like, it has some, but if it ain't got nothing like special in there, I ain't not even gonna worry about it. Like, you know, so like if there's like, oh, well, if you do it, you'll get like the soundtrack of the game or exclusive like notes and like how they came up with this. I like that. That's cool to have, like the creators' notes. But if it's just like you're getting like screen stickers, like
What did you get from Mortal Kombat 9 to get the bookshelf thing?
That was
the pre-order?
That was the that came with it. The Mortal Kombat 9, that the book holders, the notepads of all the designers, everything like that, and the game, of course. Um, like there've been some wrestling games that I got collection of, and they came with like DVDs of like maybe one part of a DVD collection. Like
that was not going to
yeah,
that because that was the first for the new generation,
right? So yeah, it's fine when they do collector's edition. It's just got to have some stuff in there that, like, if I can wait, I can wait. Like I don't need like for me, when Mortal Kombat 10 came out, I didn't get it right away. I wait because I know all these DLCs are gonna come out, and I just waited till the Mortal Kombat XL came out, and that has all the DLCs on it, so I didn't have to worry about purchasing them like that. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. It was nice chatting with you guys as always. My pack, as always. And what else I wanted to? Oh, follows again, Thor, and everybody who came through. If you want to see more common reviews, I will be putting up some more common reviews later on. And what else was I going to say? I'm going to stream some more gameplay on my gaming channel. I'll probably do some more Overwatch gamer streaming. I see y'all seem to like me streaming Overwatch. I'm gonna play. I think I'm gonna stream a goofy game that y'all may like or y'all never may played before. I think if you ever heard this game called Press X Not to Die, I'll stream that for you just to show you how goofy this game is. I did stream my Dragon's Lair. I streamed Dragon. I gotta play because I do retro gaming on this channel. So I think I'll stream Space Ace. Stream that yet. I'm trying to get more classic retro games for you guys because that's what this channel I do on this channel. My main channel, I only retro games and superhero games. So Jump Force is coming. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna put it on this channel because technically those characters are from Shonen Jump, which is like a manga comic. So I may do that. Season 2 of Dragon Ball Z Fighters, Jiren's coming. Vidal's coming. A couple other characters are coming. So yeah. But yeah, it's pretty fun. But right now, besides that, we're still in the process of moving, and that's pretty much the main priority right now. Like I said, I was in a room in the back, like just trying to clear out a lot of junk, and I put a lot of junk out today. I was up like 12 o'clock today, and I was just cleaning up and throwing some stuff out, and that's where I found my mother's jacket, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep this. But I was like, oh, I can't, I got, because it belongs to other people that I don't mind. But some of them, I was like, man, I'm throwing this crap out. Like, Anyway, but you guys take care. I'll see you guys next time. Uh, toodles.